Nice of you to join me. Welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. I really hope you enjoy this walkthrough that I have to show you. It is of an up and coming YouTube tutorial series that I will be doing on my new Folio album. So this is the walkthrough that I have of this. Now when I do the tutorial, I won't be using the Winter Tales by Stamperia. I will probably use a different Stamperia paper to do with Christmas. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you could please subscribe, that would be absolutely amazing if you could, and don't forget to like and comment as well. It really does help my channel grow, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So let's get into the album. I'm going to be using the Winter Tales papers by Stamperia. These have been designed by a lady called Art Dorota, and they are amazing, I have to say. From the colours to the imagery, it's just so beautiful, it really is. So this is my take on it. So as I said, we're doing another folio style album. So this is my front cover. It is an 8.5 by, I believe, 6 inch, just over 6 inch wide out folio. And so on the front I've just got that lovely reindeer, which I've then 3D'd onto my front cover. I've backed this onto stone paper, but you can use card if you want to as well. And then over the top of it I've just added a matte varnish, which is this one here. It just helps to keep that element very protected and from your wear and tear, etc. So I haven't done anything on the side of these. I've kind of just left it. What I've done is I've paper pieced the actual image, the 12 by 12, so I've just carried it round onto the back as well, and then just done an infiller here. And then these are my other two spines here, and this one just carries on. I don't know if you can see, that's like a paper piece there. I've also used some chipboard elements as well that I've just glued on. So coming through to our closure. Now the closure, I've just used these hook and eyes. Now these are a fabric hook and eye. They're very, very good. They're quite big. They're about 1 3/8 of an inch wide from sort of end to end here. So they're quite robust, and then, as I say, they're like a fabric. I'd say like a corded metal, so they just work really, really well if you wanted a quick and simple closure to your book. And then I've just used 2mm elastic to keep that closed. So if your album needs to expand, you've got that that give to be able to make it expand. So it just unhooks like so. And then this you can just put to the side. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could attach it to your book, maybe with using an eyelet, and then do it that way. You could very easily attach it, but I'd actually made my book up before I decided to do my closure. So let's open it up. So if we open it up like so. So we've got two sides to our folio. We'll open this side first. So you've got space on the side here for journaling spot, or you could put some photographs on there as well. And then I've used the Cool Cats slider dies, page slider dies, to create my little sliding pocket here. Now this is an element that came in the paper pad. This is the 8x8. Now I did use roughly, I would say, one 12 by 12 and one 8x8. I had two paper pads though of the 12 by 12. because I had one that was spare that I'd already used for another project, so it was just my offcuts and things that I used for that. But I have still got quite a lot of paper left over. I've probably got about 5 sheets or so left over, so you can make this stretch out. So pulling your page slider across. Now on the back of my element here, I've just backed it onto some of the chipboard. I don't know if you just see the chipboard there. It was just some of my offcuts that came from my book, making my book up. I just thought it would just make this element a bit more, as I say, robust and harder wearing. Now you can put some glossy accents on these. I haven't done yet, only for the reason is I wanted to do this video before I started messing around with the glossy accents. So just opening this up, and you've got some space here for some photographs or journaling, and a tag in there that I haven't yet covered, but as I say, you can have photographs that can just slot in there into a little, this is like a little tuck spot really. It's not such a pocket, but you can put something in there like so, and it will stick, it won't fall out. So I've only attached it at the top but left the sides open, and this is just a border punch that I had I've had in my stash for a while. So close that up, and the other side is exactly the same. You just slot that up open, and again I've used that, but on this one I've got a longer pocket, whereas this one, as I had a shorter pocket here, this one I've got more of a longer pocket in there, or tuck spot. So closing them back up. So let's do this side first. So when we open it up to the left side, we've got a waterfall feature in the middle, it's like so, that opens up, and all our waterfall images are there. And I've paper pieced this here, that's going downwards, maybe not so much that bit, but here it certainly come down, and flips up. So you've got space on the back. As I say, I've not put anything on the back, but you can put photographs, you can put extra cardstock for your journaling and stuff like that. Another picture, a picture spot there. And then at the top of my little flap there that flaps up, there's another pocket in there with another tag that again is ideal. You can either stick spare photographs in there if you wanted to, and I've kind of done it so that this has got a lot of give in it, so it's going to expand with your photos that you put in there. So coming over to this side here, I've got a credit style slot page. Now I like these, I don't know why, I just really like doing these credit card slots, but this one I've kind of done as a pull out, so you can pull it out, and on the back here you've got some space to put more photographs in, tag spot there with the journaling going down, and then it just fits in there. Now you don't have to do it as one that takes out, you can just do it as a fixed feature if you wanted to. I just had a bit more space, so I thought that would be a good idea. And then we've got another tag that goes in, or photos that go in there. So bring it over to the right side, and we flip over, and this is exactly the same. It's another credit style slot pull out, but this one I've done a little bit different, whereas on the back I added just one pocket out on the base there, but then I also added a pocket on the base of the pull out as well. Now that inspiration came from taking one of Claire Charville's classes. So yeah, I really liked the idea of the pull out. You can also have that as maybe like a waterfall pull out if you wanted to as well, if you didn't want the slots. So we come over to this bit. Now this bit is my favourite. Now I've got this is an acetate window pocket page. This is our little tiny mini album at the top here. So this is as I say, a credit card, not a credit card, I beg your pardon. This is an acetate pocket page. So if I do that, that's acetate on the front there. I've used some of the chipboard elements as well, just to add a bit more detail to the front of that. But as I say, you can put then photographs in there and interchange them. Now another idea that what you could do is on the back you could also have the same acetate pocket, so that you would have a front there and also then the back. And this one is just one of those flap, I've kind of done like instead of doing a pocket, I've done more of a flap. So you can put bits in that will stay in like so. So you could add a tag in there, or just a photograph just slotted in like that, and then you can take it out. Then you've got space on that side to journal. So coming on to these pages now. This is like a bit more of a pocket really, so you just pull that out and you've then got a little booklet inside, and it just slots then into that pocket like so. I quite like that idea. And again, this one is exactly the same, it's just a bit bigger. So you pull this one out, instead of it opening this way, you do like the portrait way where it opens that way, so you can put some bigger photos in there if you wish. And then that just slits back into that pocket, and then that's that page. That's page 3. Now if you wanted to, instead of doing these pockets, the acetate pocket, you could just do the tag booklets, but then maybe have this one say ½ an inch smaller, and then you know, you graduate your sizes as you go up to page 4 on the back. So on the 4th page I've done exactly the same acetate pocket page there, with some more of those lovely chipboard elements in there. So again, you can just put your photographs in like so, and that you can just interchange them when you want to. Again, on the back of these, this one is again one of those little flaps that you can then stick, like a little tot spot where you can stick some photographs in, etc. So on the back then, we come to, I've got just a flap that flaps over, and then these again are the little tuck spots here that you can just tuck your photographs into, and then they will stay, as you can see they do stay in there. And again, I've just edged them with some of my border punches as well. I thought I've got so many of the border punches, I thought it's silly I don't really use them, so I thought let me get them out when I was doing this album. So then the last part of this album is I've done a little box as well. In the previous folio one I did a really big box that took up the whole page. Now you could do the same thing here and have a big box there, and then do away with this here, or you could put this over there. So you can interchange it. It doesn't have to stay as this exact design. You can use these different elements and swap and change it. So you could make this album one way, but then the next one you make, you could use exactly the same techniques, but you could swap the places about so that you know, it would look like a different album. So on here we've then got the little box. Again, more of the chipboard elements. I love these elements. I just really do. This like fairy here, she's just, I want to be her friend. She just looks so pretty and gorgeous. So opening this up, now again you've got space here. you could put a photograph in there. You could even add one of these tag acetate window style pages on the top there, and then have your photos slot in either at the top or at the side, so you know, more scope there. But then in this one, all I've got, there is another space, there's a bit more space in here, so you could do 2 of these if you wanted to, but I just did the one. And I've just used some of the wax cotton that I like to use, and I've put on a little suede tassel on the end. More of the chipboard elements. Now what do you think this is going to be? I wonder. So we open it up and we open it down, and I've made a waterfall booklet. So as you come down, I've paper pieced, and then as you go up, you might not get the same sort of effect, but I've also paper pieced it going up as well. So it's paper pieced on both sides, so there's enough space in here for some probably 16 photographs in here, the smaller ones, you know, maybe the like Instagram type ones as well would fit lovely in there. And then it's all clip closed with that lovely policy holder type closure. And then the back, again, more space for journaling, etc. So that just goes in there. I've just used some magnets on there just to keep that shut. So as we close that all up, close that up, and you could put some string beads down the side here, some of the pearls as well, just to bring it up a bit more, and again down the side. I've kind of left it quite plain because of obviously where my closure is going to go. I didn't want my closure going right here across the image, so I've put it here. But you could maybe even make 2 of these and have it as a closure for 2 of the elasticated bands. So let me close that up. And then that is the album. So as I said, please watch out for the tutorial that will be coming in the next couple of days or so. So yeah, please give me some likes and some comments. Please don't forget to subscribe, it really does help. And if you do subscribe, please don't forget to hit the notification bell, that will be somewhere around. Also down here in this corner there will be my logo. If you're on a laptop or a PC, if you just move your mouse over that image of my logo, a little subscribe button comes up. All you have to do then is click on that, and then you're subscribed. Mobile devices, I think it's at the top where my video is. I think there's a subscribe button there, so yeah, please do subscribe. I'm also on social media, so come and say hello on there. Don't forget to share your makes on my group, Memories, Papers, Arts. Come and say hi on there. As always, the links will be in the description box down below, so don't forget to click on them, as well as some affiliated links for parts of what I've used in this album as well. Again, affiliated links, it doesn't cost you any more at all to shop using those. All it means is that I'll get a few pennies to help go towards making more of these videos. So yeah, it really does, as the saying goes, every little helps. So thanks again, take care, enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you very soon. Bye.